Welcome to Gran Idiomas. For more tips in English, subscribe to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about speaking part 3 of the B2 exam, or the first certificate exam. Speaking part 3 is known as the collaborative task. Why? Well, it's the first time you're going to talk directly to your partner. So, you are given a mind map. In the middle of the mind map, there's a question, and around it, there are 5 prompts. You have to answer the question referring to each prompt in approximately 2 minutes. After that, you are given 1 minute to make a decision with your partner. So, what's difficult about speaking part 3? Well, it's meant to sound like a natural conversation. So, follow the following tips, and I'm sure you'll pass your speaking part 3 with flying colors. What is a collaboration? Collaboration means teamwork. Imagine you're watching a tennis match. It's fascinating because the players are hitting the ball to one another. Now, imagine that one of the players takes the ball, starts running around the stadium and says, "Look at me, look at me." Well, it's entertaining at first, but it's going to get old really quickly. So, remember that in speaking part 1 and in speaking part 2, you talked on your own. Now, speaking part 3 is about interacting. So, how do we interact with our partner? Easy. You can do so by asking your partner questions, agreeing or disagreeing with your partner's answers, building on your partner's answers, and reacting to what they say. So don't forget, collaboration means teamwork. What if my partner is shy? Well, speaking part 3 is considered a collaboration. So you're not expected to talk more than your partner. So if your partner is shy, the best thing you can do is ask them a lot of questions. By asking them a lot of questions, you're encouraging them to speak. So, what are some question forms you could use to ask your partner questions? You can say, "What's your take on?" Or, "How about?" Or, "What do you think?" Or, "Do you think that?" And finally, "What's your opinion about?" So, remember, if your partner is shy, the best thing you can do is ask them a lot of questions. What if my partner doesn't let me speak? Well, if you can get a shy partner, you can get a dominant partner too. Now, if your partner doesn't let you speak, the best thing you can do is interrupt them. But remember, you're doing a speaking exam, so it's important to interrupt them politely. You can do so by using the following expressions. "Sorry for butting in." "Excuse me for interrupting." "May I add an additional point?" "Actually, can I throw my 2 cents in?" "Can I add something here?" So remember, if your partner doesn't let you speak, the best thing you can do is interrupt politely. Agreeing and disagreeing. Part of a collaboration is agreeing and disagreeing with your partner. Now, most exam candidates will agree with their partner by saying, "I agree with you." And they'll disagree with their partner by saying, "I don't agree with you." It's not incorrect, but there are a variety of ways of agreeing and disagreeing with someone. So, instead of just using these expressions, how about using some of the following ones instead? Agreeing. "That's right. Quite true. I see your point." "Absolutely. You have a point there." "I was just going to say that." "Exactly. No doubt about it. You're onto something there." Disagreeing. "That's not quite the way I see it. I'm afraid I disagree. I beg to differ. I can't argue with that, but..." "Not necessarily. That's not always true. That's not always the case. I'm not so sure about that." So remember, when you agree or disagree with your partner, try to use more than one expression. Common mistakes. Don't forget that speaking part 3 is divided into 2 parts. Remember that in the first part, we answered a question in the middle of the mind map, referring to each prompt. So, what mistakes do exam candidates usually make when doing this part? Monologues. You shouldn't talk more than 20 to 25 seconds without passing the ball to your partner. Not reacting to your partner's ideas. Remember that speaking part 3 is a collaboration. By reacting to your partner's ideas, it sounds more like a natural conversation. Getting stuck on one topic. It's very easy to talk about one keyword for a long time, but you should try to organize your conversation so that it covers everything on the mind map. Rushing through all the topics without analyzing them at all. It's better to talk about 4 in a meaningful manner than 5 in a superficial way. Dead air. Many candidates race through the 5 topics in less than a minute, look up at the examiner, and are shocked to find they have more time. Keep talking until the examiner stops you. These topics are huge with many issues behind them. Nodding and other nonverbal communication. Socially normal, but this is a speaking test. At least say yes while you're nodding. Getting sidetracked. For example, if the topic is, how important are these things for our health? Many candidates will explain why health is important. That's not the question. The correct answer to how important is not important, quite important, very important. So try to avoid those common mistakes when doing speaking part 3. The second third. In the second part of speaking part 3, you and your partner are meant to make a decision. But many exam candidates struggle to finalize the task. Why? They can't seem to agree on an option. And remember, you have to agree, even if you agree to disagree. So, what are some strategies that you and your partner can follow to finalize a task? Look at this exam task. The examiner says, now you have about a minute to decide which 2 issues are the most urgent to address. You can narrow down the options. For me, it would be between pollution and overpopulation. You can reject one or more options. Would you agree that we can rule out crime? You can summarize your partner's opinions. So basically, you're saying that overpopulation is the most urgent. And you should be willing to compromise. Well, as you feel so strongly about pollution, I don't mind going for that. So remember, to finalize speaking part 3, you and your partner have to come to a decision. Thank you for watching our videos. For more speaking tips, don't forget to subscribe to our channel or follow us on social media. See you next time.